What's up, guys? It's the Warrior CO. Um, Today we are building. Trying to get everything situated. I was planning on being on a lot earlier, but go figure, Twitch ended up doing some update, I guess, for people in Xbox, and I had to link accounts and forgot passwords, had to set everything up. And now I'm trying to figure out. All right, there you go. So, and I haven't really streamed in a long time. Sorry if I'm a little bit, you know, all over the place right now, but I haven't streamed in a long time with my laptop open and all that stuff, to see if people's been talking or whatever. Honestly, it's been years, and there's a reason behind that. So, honestly, I just kind of gave up on the whole streaming thing. I pretty much just streamed to record, streamed here and there. Didn't know if anybody was watching. Wouldn't say I didn't care. It was just so much of an effort to warm up the old laptop. It's horrible. But anyway, I got it going now, and yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on tonight, but we're gonna start uh, building the cathedral. All right, so I pretty much got a spot. I hope it ain't taken. And I am doing this in admin on a cluster that, or one of the clusters I'm an admin. This spot is not taken from what I see. And this is a really good flat spot. Let me see if I can find it on the map for you guys to show you real quick if you want to ever build here. This is on the center map, and it's at the top near the fingers holding the map. It's a really good spot, though. It's nice and flat. There's the red ob right there. I think that's the red ob. Yeah, if you go over this way, there's a drop. A lot of Rexes and stuff around here, though. I will warn you about that. So if you're not established, you might not want to build here unless you got some protection that you bring over here. You see there's 2 Rexes that way, and another Rex that way. And there's a lot of stuff to clear out, but that's anywhere I guess you build. So last build I built here was the Wu Manor. And earlier at work I was thinking of ideas about how I was going to do this cathedral. This was actually a build I wasn't Somebody asked me to redo the cathedral build that I did the other day. Well, not redo, put out a video. And for me to try to figure out exactly how I did everything would be more frustrating and a headache. And honestly, if I'm going to take the time to figure out stuff like that, I'd rather just do a brand new cathedral. And me, I grew up in a church. So I like, you know, structures and stuff of churches and cathedrals and stuff like that. And when I usually pass them, especially being, I don't know if it's laughable, but when you call yourself an architect, people sometimes think it's a joke because it's a video game, but I consider myself somewhat of an architect because I come up with builds and stuff, so joke or not, but I kind of look at myself as one. Yeah, I pay attention to nice looking structures and all that stuff. And, you know, if you don't really know what something looks like, you can't really build something, can you? You know? So, you know a high rise is tall, you know. You have kind of you know, certain high rises out there, what they might look like or whatever. But, you know, if you don't know the shape of something, you more or less, or a roundabout shape of something, you can't really build it. You know, if you've never seen a church before, where do you begin at? But at any rate, right now I'm getting a bunch of building materials and stuff like that. But it's actually cool being in GCM. When you hit Y and it gives you a whole bunch of stuff. Right about GCM. Yeah, so like I said, this I haven't streamed in a while. You know, there's a lot of art builders that stream every time, and they're yeah, real good at talking on here. It's been a while for me. I know if I did it more, I used to stream a lot. I don't know how many people I got following me on my thing, but before Xbox Mixer shut down, I had a nice little following, and then before that, when I was on Twitch, I had a nice little following. So at one point, I was pretty good at streaming. I thought so. I'm just trying to get the greenhouse stuff right there. Attacking me. I'm gonna put in a code. don't want people to feel like, oh yeah, that Warrior COTC guy that goes on church, you don't even listen to people. Not that I don't answer you guys, it's just, I just sync my phone in. So now I can see if people are talking in there. So it might make it a little bit more easy to accessible even if I don't have a mic. It's just hard. I would love to have my own space. I'd love to have a camera and all that stuff. All that stuff that makes, even y'all's experience watching these streams better. But as it is right now, I don't have a and there's other things too recently in my life that's happened, which don't really care to talk about so much, but anything it's really shared anyway. Nothing to hurt my character, at least. Personal issues. But so I am going to try to start streaming more. Sorry I don't stream as much, but like I said, I'm gonna try to start streaming more. All right, so let me actually get into the building a little bit. So I was thinking about designs when I was at work today. I was going to do stuff. Now this little trick that you guys see me doing, first time I ever saw this was these windows that I'm making was on Aaron Longstaff church he made. And it was a medieval church. So that's where I got this style windows from. So just let you guys know, check out that medieval church too. It's a good building tutorial. I built it before when I made a village. Yeah, I came up with a little idea in my head how I was going to do this. So, hopefully, when you do builds like this, you just got to try to, or at least with me, I've made so many. If you never made one, and everything you're doing is new, so it's not that big of a deal. But I gotta try to come up with different stuff or different style builds that I haven't done before. So it's a little bit different. Trying to come up with fresh stuff. Like I said, family be home soon. Honestly, at first, I wasn't going to hop on and start today, but since I promised my sub that I was going to be on in a half an hour pretty much and start building, which if you did hop on and look for me, I wasn't on yet, sorry. I figured I'd hop on and start on a little bit and get a little bit done. Now, when you're building, it's all about trial and error. Messing up a little bit. an average person, it would probably take a lot longer to build even this much that I just built. During the video, which I'm sure you have it here, that trying to copy it, or using this as a tutorial, walkthrough, whatever. But yeah, just hit the pause button and stuff, because I am a fast builder. And honestly, that's why Aaron, I've talked to him before, that's why he don't really do big builds, which he'd love to. I think he concentrates on a lot of smaller stuff for you guys. Because it's hard to do tutorials the way he does it for these big builds. You pretty much got to do walkthroughs, speed builds, stuff like that. There are a lot of people with walkthrough speed builds. Alright, so for you guys that don't know, the dinosaur game, you can put down fence foundations. If you guys you know, I wasn't really focusing on the building. I'm sorry for that. If you guys are new to the game and didn't know that, and you just found out, and you're like, thanks a lot for just telling me. I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't even think about that. I should tell you the pieces I'm using. But I have been going in here too and pulling this stuff up. But I'm sorry about that. Because fence foundations probably not. So fence foundations put down to that pretty much. So you do it too. Alright, so these windows, they're kind of a pain in the butt. If the first time you guys do them, it might take you a while to do them, just because it's different snap points. Yeah, and after you lay these down, these ceilings down, they're just used to put the fence foundations down. After you put them down, you pretty much can take them off once those fence foundations are down. Now, you can either put a wall here. Just gotta look for the snap point. Eventually, you'll find it. Or you can go to easy route and go ghost and go underneath the mat, which I just showed you how to do one. I'll probably take easy route and go ghost under the mat. Alright, so now you don't need to waste a ceiling or a glass wall right there. I did though, just because I got so many. You can use a wall, a wooden wall, whatever you want. And now you reverse these walls by hitting Y. Turn them around on that last foundation on the step. Take these up. But yeah, if you have any, or if you know like basic things in art, you should probably know most of this stuff. Except some of these tricks, and you might even know some of these tricks already from watching Aaron or other builders. There's a lot of people have gotten different tricks off other people and use them in themselves in their walkthroughs tutorials. I even got a video where I got tips and tricks. As you see, once you get used to doing these like special windows, those are all door frames, if you guys haven't got that yet. I'm so sorry, it's been so long. I just got a lot of my plate right now. But that, as you see, I did those two pretty quick. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. I work full time. I got family. I try to get on the build, and through the holidays, I was able to do a little bit more building. A couple months back, I was able to do a lot more building. And that was kind of pretty much had a lot of time. Wall. That happens, no big deal. No big deal. I put the wrong thing down there. Put the regular wall. What happens when you build in a rush? Honestly, this is how I usually build, the way you guys see. I usually come up with ideas pretty quick. I usually build pretty quick. You know, and I'll tell you like this too, for new builders out there, if anyone's paid attention to my build throughout the years, you'll notice something. And not all my builds have been like those. Yeah, some builds I look back on, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to take them down because honestly, they're decent builds. Most any build I put up is pretty good. If somebody flies past it, if they were on a map, they would like it. So. I should change the time to daytime, but this is what it should look like so far, if you're following command. Now I had an idea in my head. I wanted to make arches, which it looks like that's arched. I messed up here from what I was going for in my head. I messed up because these should be arched. That's what happens when you don't build in the right, or build in the right time frame. Which I'll figure this out in a second. Think about building. You got to come up with the ideas. And alright. So I made that arch a little bit. And the reason why I did it one above, because I didn't want to play with all these snap points. Why I did it one above. And it's alright because in the long run, we're going to play with that and get all the snap points right to where we want them. And honestly, this is going to be a cathedral, so it don't really matter about the height at all. And the reason why I put a ceiling here and not a ceiling across here, too, is for those reasons of the snap points. You know about arc and its snap points. You know, you're going to try to avoid certain stuff. So we got that going on right here. Now, what we're probably going to do with this is we're going to go up. And this, we're going to put like this. You know, we're going to start like moving that off at some point. Right. So now that's something to what I was thinking about in my head. So now I probably I could do maybe no. I think I'm gonna leave this blank. Go up 4 like that. And I think I'm gonna go back 1. That's the thing, though. You can't be afraid of trying stuff out because, you know, especially if you're in GCM or you're on a Fibercraft server and you got, you know, easy access or easy to make stuff. It don't hurt to play with stuff. Right, so we'll probably off here. I'm probably going to make some more windows here. Like I said, I'm just going for a new look. You know, you can't do the same old stuff. So I just try to come up with abstract looking stuff. And you know, these pretty much block the edges of the walls and door frames. So that's why I put these pillars down. Yeah, so cathedrals are tall, so don't be afraid to go up. I think right now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going up 6. Go up 6 like that. And I might even take this back and go up with this. This is how I build, guys. I'm not afraid to make some shapes in my builds. Honestly, I think that's what turns people's heads to my build, where people actually look at my builds and like about it. I do stuff like this. I try to put some shape to them. And honestly, I don't think it would hurt to make some windows over here. Like if I tore this down right here and made some windows, which I think I might do. It's not going to hurt nothing. So I think I might do that. As you see, I just tore down the bottom one, ripped them all down. I'm not known, I don't really need to save nothing. I got unlimited access to walls and everything else being at GCM. Now, if you guys already got to that step and you put all them up and you've been earning these, sorry guys. But, you know, this is kind of what the stream, how I'm going to be able to come to y'all with building my stuff is pretty much my walk. You're basically in my head right now while I'm building. So, you know, this is it. But, you know, I appreciate you guys, you know, liking my builds and supporting my builds and supporting me as a builder. And, you know, I appreciate it. All right, so with this, I'm even going to go all the way down. I would have done this anyway. I would have outlined this whole build with pillars, or eventually will. But we're just going to go straight down with this. Alright, so, you know, these ceilings you pretty much just put down so you get those fence foundations there. So that afterwards you can always rip them up. And basically you want the pillars to go on that front snap point of this last one. Alright, so what I'm going to do... do it like that. Yeah, even when I'm building, sometimes I'll mess up and hit the wrong buttons and stuff. But just because I build so fast. Plus tonight I'm trying to cram in a good portion of this first video because I know I ain't got that much time. I think I'm going to take this one back. So, yeah, so far that's got on the build. And this part right here, I'll probably put doors right here. It'll be right away. See, I'm already getting visions and stuff. Doors right there. That's what happens when you build. Your creative mind becomes so more, just, I don't know, just more involved in creativity. Now this happens, I'm trying to find the snap points for this pillar, but there's so many different snap points from all these pillars around. Basically, when this happens, you got to go all around, even behind it sometimes. But eventually, you will get a snap point. Matter of fact, you know what? I don't even need this right here, this foundation. I'm going to pick that up. Should be able to get a pillar. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to try to face it this way. I already tried to face it another way. There it is. Alright. So many snap points, don't want to find it. But, use a tech vest or something if you're not admin. That's what I usually do if I go on a random server and build. I do that a lot. All these servers I build on, I pretty much built on a lot before I became admin. And owners and admins, players, they all get to know me, and I usually will switch from cluster to cluster a lot. Now this server, Ark of the Fallen, I got pretty good friends with the owner, and he's a nice guy, so we're building out a lot. He usually play my build after I own stuff, so that's what both getting something. Also gives me a purpose to build. So this cathedral is more like we're going to go straight up to this one. I don't like that. One bit. I don't like how it lined up. If it wasn't for little sticks in the spokes and stuff like this, art would make your building time a lot easier and quicker. Is what it is. Like I said, sometimes you gotta try all the different sides, everything else. I went from the back end and tried it. And when you hear that noise, it's pretty much saying It's definitely annoying. Crazy thing is, there's some spot that's around here where eventually I'm gonna hit and it's gonna lay, and then I might have to move to a different spot to be able to lay it the next time down. And there it goes. And that's one of the annoying things about art, especially if you're more of an advanced builder and you play with pillars and stuff like that. But as you see, that looks a lot better, those pillars. I know some people aren't a big fan of pillars. I don't know why people wouldn't be. But the Easter ain't knocking you, just like I don't want you to knock me. I mean, either you're a fan of them or you're not. But as you see, that looks pretty cool. And that would be like a balcony. Which, honestly, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I was about to stretch it across. But, I don't know. I think I might just make this a balcony itself, too. I think I might do that. I might make this a balcony itself too. So we're going in this way too. I do this, you know what I mean? It's just is what it is. I think it adds some flair to the builds, doing stuff like this. Let's put some more rounds right here. Pretty cool. You know, in me moving those walls back, going back that way, opened up that doorway to that. It's kind of like a horseshoe. And yeah, at this point, pretty much, I could, besides doing like the peak in the middle, I could pretty much probably just settle for this, because so far it's like has that pop flare to it once I fill these windows in. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to finish these windows. I don't know how much more we're going to do in this first video, part 1. But we're going to definitely finish these. Alright, so, you know, I feel like I started telling you guys something earlier and I didn't tell y'all. And honestly, I think I want to just tell you guys. So if you watch this all the way through, you're about to find out. So back midsummer in July, I had a heart attack. That's why I was at home. And that's why things have been a little bit more difficult, you know, having to adjust, trying to make everything back to normal physically and everything else has been hard. To act like it don't affect me at work is even harder. You know, it's things aren't the same, and I gotta work really hard to make things back to normal. So, you know, and honestly, it's just harder all the way around. So that's pretty much what was going on in my life right now. Plus everything else that was there before that hasn't went nowhere. So now you have to know. Alright, so back to building. So that's pretty much what it looks like so far. You know, we got these little gaps right here. Now, I think I'm going to take them up one more. And that was the good thing about having that extra window in there. Because now that I'm taking these ones up, that extra window actually came in handy. Now, this is the only part that sucks. Trying to make sure the snap points go right. Putting these next ones in. So far, so good. So I'm gonna also try to get this third one in. I don't really have to.